Tashidele, everyone. I just wanted to shoot this quick video. Haven't shot a video in a very long time, but I just wanted to discuss the topic of listening to yourself, knowing thyself, and listening to that inner voice inside of you. So, I'm sure many of you know the term of semen retention. A lot of my millennials for sure would know that term. But for the older folks who don't know, basically it's just retaining your semen inside of you. And so for the longest time, I've always put semen retention on a pedestal. And to this day, I definitely know that there's so much power inside of it. But to be totally honest, I've just yesterday, or I'm just gonna be honest here, I just basically made love with my wife, and we had a form of carezza, which in the Italian term means to caress, and very similar to tantra in the Eastern philosophy, in the fact that we basically, it's just like a slow way of connecting with your partner. And I just wanted to connect emotionally with my wife. Definitely wanted to just have that alone time with one another and to be able to have that energetic exchange. And so it was beautiful, it was wonderful. And yeah, so we made love, for over an hour, and it was just wonderful. It was beautiful, and it was ecstasy, so much bliss and peace. And so today I just feel so much more recharged and refreshed. And so so I climaxed yesterday. I ejaculated, and usually I feel depleted the next day. But I don't know, you guys tell me, from this energy that we are exchanging at this very moment in time, do you feel like I am depleted? Just some context, I am a man of very high energy, very high libido, and very high sexual energy, so I may be above average in that regard. But just knowing myself and reporting back to you, these past several years, there have been moments where I would need to refuel with, like, for example, 5 eggs, or a protein shake, or some blueberries, chocolate, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, you name it, just to get recharged again. But I mean, I basically just had some water this today, Mountain Valley water, and I had some coffee, and that's about it. Dropped my son to school, we played some Legos, and I feel, to be honest, I feel recharged. And there's a different energy, because I know from when I used to watch porn and ejaculate to the scenes that I was watching, I'm sure many of you can relate to this feeling of where you feel depleted the next day. So I got a good 7.5 hours of sleep, and I feel recharged, refreshed, and revitalized. For some reason, I felt this stuck energy. And to give you guys some more context, I was on day 12 of my semen retention journey. And so yesterday was day 12, today now is day 1, obviously, because I ejaculated. But yeah, there was this pent up aggression and energy, and that need as a man. For my men out there, I'm sure you can relate, that I had that. As a man, our purpose is to procreate, right? And spread our seed, for lack of a better term. And so I felt that need, and I was on edge. And I felt there was this energy, and I can feel it in my root chakra down here, that needed to be expressed, or transmuted, or released. And so it would have been fine for me to continue, because I could have used that energy and transmuted that in a sort of alchemy sort of way into my work. I could have used that to impregnate the world through my creativity, through my projects, through my work, through the coaching that I do, and through everyday life of humans that I come across. but I definitely felt that I wanted to develop that connection, that closeness with my wife, my partner, the mother of my child, my queen, my best friend, along with my son, my everything. And so I felt we hadn't seen enough of each other lately, since in America we work a lot and everything is go, go, go. And I felt not drifting apart, but I just felt we needed to reconnect, you know? I felt like we were two ships in the night, one going this way, the other going this way. And I definitely wanted to connect with the love of my life. You know, she's my dream woman and the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I think about her all day long. And so I bought her some roses, you know, more than a dozen roses at Whole Foods, and something I don't necessarily do. And so I'm trying to make an effort now to connect with my wife, to let her know through the different ways of showing love that I see you, I'm here for you, and I love you. And so Kareza Tantra, man, has brought us closer together. And so I just want her to know, and baby, if you're watching this, I want you to know that I choose you. I will always choose you for the rest of my life. You are my number one. Obviously, our son and you are my number one. But when it comes to romantic relationship, you're my number one. And I know every day it's a choice to choose you over anything else out there, but I choose you, baby, over and over and over again. And I'm here to love you, serve you, and be the best man that I can for you and our son, Kundun. So, yeah, and I just wanted to share that with my wife. Baby, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Yes. And so I wanted to share with my son, if you're watching, this may be too much information for you, baby boy, but as well as the younger me, the younger men out there. I'm 35, I'll be 36 in December. December 12th, 1988. And even for females, if you're watching this, to help your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, or just to understand how the male psychology works. As I mentioned earlier, I feel this renewed sense of vitality, vigor, energy. I hope you can feel it, that energetic exchange, that confidence, that zest for life, that oomph radiating through my being. So I did also want to mention that how I started this video was, you have to listen to yourself. After 35 years on this earth, the more and more, hopefully I become wiser, but the more and more I learn through experience and lessons, the more I realize that I have to listen to my gut, my inner intuition, my inner voice. Man, most of the time, if not all the time, it steers me in the right direction. And I'm definitely connecting deeper with myself, and I'm getting to know myself at a very deep, visceral level that I've learned from so many mentors. As you can see behind me, all these books and conferences I've been to, and human interaction that I've had, and all the podcasts and videos that I consume on a daily basis. I was always curious and asking questions and looking for the answers out there, but all along, and I've written about this on my website, many of you have come to know that I also write. I wrote a specific post that said, all the answers you seek are within you. And I've come to find that, man, the answers that I seek are within me already. I just have to be able to become aware, take deep breaths, do the box breathing like in Hindu religion, and focus on my breath and just be aware, be conscious, tap into my subconscious mind, my superconscious mind. Man, and that right there is the deepest wisdom. And if I can connect that wisdom with the higher power, with the universe, with the Lord, or whatever you believe in, man, I feel like I am transported through a portal into a different world, to my higher self, to myself, and moving one step closer to being self-actualized. And so I just wanted to say, listen to yourself, learn about yourself, connect with yourself, because it will be the greatest journey and greatest relationship you will ever have. At least from my point of view, as just one man who has lived 35 years on this earth, I feel that I have to listen to myself now, because I know myself better than anyone in this world, and there will only be one of me, and there will only be one of you. And so we must be able to know ourselves inside and out, and never lie to ourselves. We have to stay true to ourselves, because that is how we can radiate out into the world, shine our light, tap into our gifts, our strengths, and be able to live our dream life and be happy, be fulfilled, as well as, make an impact, make an income. And for me, the biggest 5 F's in my life are faith, family, finances, fitness, and freedom. And the more and more, as the years rise and as I get older, I realize that the more I have to tap in to myself and show my deeper self, as I'm doing now in front of this camera, share myself with the world. For many years, I've hidden behind this camera just for fear of security for my family, fear for myself, fear of doubt, fear of what people will think, death, all these different things that the reptilian human brain goes through, as we had to go through on the savannah in Africa thousands and thousands of years ago. That's still within us. However, we've evolved. And so I've evolved, and I'm sharing this message with you today. And so I hope that struck a chord with you. I hope you can relate in some way. And as the Buddhists say, we must learn to let go. And as I become older and hopefully wiser, as I mentioned, I'm learning more and more to let go. I'm a person who tends to be a perfectionist and tends to be very type A, result-oriented, that I need to get things done. And when they don't go my way, in the past, I used to get very flustered, angry, and try to fix it. But I'm learning to let go. And so take in as much as you can, learn as much as you can in regards to semen retention, in regards to just yourself, but also you must learn to let go. Learn to tap into yourself, close your eyes, take a deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth a couple times, and connect with your deepest self and with the source, with the universe, with the higher power. And from there, my friend, my brothers and sisters, you will be able to connect with the highest version of yourself. And so I hope this message served you in some way, as I am here to help and serve you, but also by sharing my message, my experiences, my lessons. We are all on a journey, and we are all climbing our mountain. I am a father now, a husband, and a teacher, a coach, but at the end of the day, a human being, one human being, climbing my mountain. And so I've climbed, my mountain, and I'm coming down from time to time as well to share what I found. And so I hope this has been helpful. I wish you much happiness, peace, and self-discovery. And so I'll leave you with that message for now. And as I always say, with hard work, small work, dedication, and consistency, anything is possible. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.